Jens Nordvig, founder and CEO of Exante Data. Jens, great to have you with us. Good to see you.
Thank you.
So what are they pricing in at this point, the currency markets?
Well, we're starting to sniff what could be a blue wave. So we've had a couple of sort of test cases of that. We had an early October period where the market was leaning in that direction. And then I think today people are sniffing it's going to be a high turnout election, and that's starting to move the probabilities. So a blue wave is viewed as being something that means very aggressive stimulus, bigger fiscal deficits, bigger trade deficits, and a weaker dollar also through stronger global growth. And I think that's the correct assessment, and that's what we're starting to price now. So we'll see whether it's correct. And I think the one thing I will say here, this is not like a payroll number where we're going to get the result in a second, and then we're going to know everything that transpires from it. This is going to be a very drawn-out process, and the Senate is crucial here, right? Because if we have a split government, if we have Biden in the White House, but not Democratic control over the Senate, it's a totally different implication for stimulus.
So basically, I mean, let's boil it down in terms of dollar weakness. The conventional wisdom is that a blue wave, as you mentioned, is decisively negative for the dollar. But let's say it's split and Biden wins the White House, does not have control of the Senate. Then what does that do for the dollar?
Yeah, I think that is a much more complicated outlook. And I think actually tonight, really the state to watch is North Carolina. If North Carolina flips, then I think there's a very good chance that we will have Democratic Senate control. But if that doesn't happen, then it's a very uncertain thing, and it could take days, even weeks, to figure out who is control the Senate. And I think just to put very simple numbers on it, if we have a clean sweep, Democrats control everything, we'll probably get a stimulus package in excess of $2 trillion in terms of just COVID relief. If we do not have that, we're going to be less than $1 trillion. So the difference is very big, and that's why it really matters for the economy and the market.
Yeah, overnight, Jens, obviously the currency market, the bond market are going to be some of the deepest, most liquid markets actually trading. Are you going to be up all night? What specifically will you be watching?
Yeah, so we've stocked up on food and drinks, and I think the whole Exante team is ready to cover all the different states to get a good picture. North Carolina, I think, is crucial. Obviously, if the early results from Florida is clear, then perhaps we can get an early read. But if it's very close in Florida, if it's very close in North Carolina, then perhaps we need to be up a couple of days, not just the one overnight that we have to do here.
Last quick question. If the dollar is weaker, the euro looks like it's going to be weaker too because of the massive stimulus the ECB will embark on in December perhaps. So what currency will gain?
I think the most obvious play on a clean sweep is the Mexican peso. There, I think you could have a 4 or 5% move. In Europe, perhaps they're turning the corner in terms of the growth of COVID coming down. So that would mean that the euro can participate in this dollar move more than seemed to be the case a couple of weeks ago when they were really struggling with very fast virus growth.